Good morning. Welcome to Waikiki Beach here in Hawaii. Aloha. And in this episode, I'm going to walk down the way to my hotel. It's such a beautiful sight with the nature and the sea and the sky all meeting to make these waves. And if you're lucky, you'll see some surfers catching some kawabunga out there. It's a beautiful afternoon. The weather could not be more perfect. Let's see if we could see the surfers out there. Aloha. Sorry, got the mic right here. Good morning. How you doing, everybody? So it's a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Hawaii. I woke up about 5 o'clock because of jet lag and got an early start, which is important because I have an important film today. I'll be shooting an episode for the main channel on Only in Japan. But while I'm out here, why don't I take you on a beach walk? So in this episode today, I'm going to take you up and down a little bit of Waikiki Beach here, get an idea of what this experience is like. It's so beautiful. You have Diamond Head in the distance. It's nature all meets the Pacific Ocean, the blue skies, mountain in the distance, and then all these hotels. A lot about the hotels. Like, I was banned because my wife and son are not here. I'm on a work trip. This is not a vacation. It feels like it when you're walking down the beach. It's so much, look, this is so much work that I'm not even wearing. I'm wearing my sandals, okay? I cannot enjoy my bare feet in there. This is a job. Very much so. So enjoy the sounds and sights of Waikiki Beach. This is pretty awesome. From my hotel, it's about a 4-minute walk from the entrance to the beach. Pretty much worth it. Sean 808 is here. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you too. We'll be on Magic Island in Hawaii, 5:30 p.m. to 6. It's just a casual meetup. It's nothing spectacular, but if you're in the area, I'd love to see you. Share that aloha spirit. Really, it feels like I'm bringing a little bit of Japan with me. I do have some You Found Me cards, not a lot, but just enough to make it interesting. So I have no idea how many people are going to be coming tomorrow. We're going to find out, but I will live stream it and bring all of you that can't make it with us. And there are other people in other islands here in Hawaii that want to come and couldn't make it, so I have to bring them with us in the live stream as well. So that'll be good. We'll have a nice group photo as well to see our Hawaiian community, which is pretty awesome. I gotta wait for this catamaran to come out of the water here, and then we're gonna walk a little bit more down Waikiki. Apparently, gosh, I don't know what a lot of these hotels are. I'm sure some of you do. Next time I come here, I will probably stay at one of, is that the Outrigger right there, maybe? I will probably stay at one of these resort hotels with Kanai and Leo, but I can't do it on my own. It just would be, number one, this is work. I have to have that mindset that this is work. And number two, did I say this was work? Number two, I'm here to film. I'm here to make an episode, and it has nothing to do with the beach or the resorts. Although I don't know, how can you separate that with? How could you separate that with Hawaii? I think for people, and when you see this episode, you will be able to, because it has nothing to do with resorts. It has everything to do with food and Japanese culture. And perhaps some surfing. Whoa! I just took a dive right there. Good morning, Brandy. I'll see you soon. Wolf Better is here. I'm coming to Tokyo in October. How awesome is that? That's pretty good. It's typhoon season, but I think you'll have some pretty good weather. It won't be hot and muggy like it is in the summer in Japan, which is a huge, huge deal. It's like being inside of a sauna or an oven if you come in the summer in Japan. No complaints. The days are longer though. You will have sweat stains all up and down the back and front of your shirt though. That's something that's unavoidable. But I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you come to visit Japan as well as in tomorrow's meetup here in Hawaii. We have a very big community here in Hawaii of viewers for Only Japan. How do I know that? Yesterday, I was just walking around the shopping mall with Brandy and Michael Sasano, and we were hanging out. And even last night, I kind of walked outside the hotel just for a couple of minutes to try to get just a little snack before bed. And there were some people at the supermarket that stopped, looked at me funny, did this. Only in Japan. I said, yeah. So got a picture, and that was fun. I'd say overall yesterday there were about a dozen people who stopped to say hi. So I can tell we got a really amazing community here in Hawaii. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody all at once. And I was talking with Brandy and Michael and said, next time I come to Hawaii, I want to try to get some sort of barbecue. Maybe we can get everybody bring their own goodies, go out to Magic Island or one of the other spots and just have a barbecue out there. Do it, Hawaiian style, real casual and fun, get a couple of drinks. And a little bit longer than what we're going to be having tomorrow, but it's really special to be here in Hawaii and be able to just even for a short time see everybody. Finally, after 3 years of having to stay at home, we could travel out into places like this. This is incredible. Wow. Yeah, Brandy cannot talk about Fight Club. You cannot tell people what we're filming, Brandy. Whatever you do, top secret. It's such a, to me, I think it's such a big story that I found. So I even asked GTP about this story, and GTP had the wrong information. And I said to ChatGPT, are you sure? Could you be mistaken? And they gave me this whole spiel about how AI is not perfect and all this other stuff. Basically giving excuses. I think you're gonna like this episode as well. Especially if you like food. Hawaii's known for a lot of things. And it's known for this! And wrongfully, it's known in Japan for it. It should be a Hawaiian thing. As an American, I'm somewhat defensive now. How dare you steal this topic, Japan, from Hawaii. It's gonna be a good episode. All right, there goes the catamaran out to destination out there, as well as all the other people. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people in there. Why aren't I out there? Oh, right, I'm working. No fun time. John may not have fun. Oh, I think this is fun, live streaming. I can't take my shirt off either because then I'd be having fun. If I come back with the farmer's tan, that's working. If you come back with an even tan, no tan lines at all, that's not working, or that's not fun maybe. I don't know. Fun for somebody else. I will have tan lines. Kanai, I will have tan lines. That's proof that I did not have fun. We're having fun. Just hanging out with Brandy and Michael yesterday was a lot of fun, so. Wow, got me. Again, for those joining us, I'm having so much fun. I'm not allowed to have fun. I keep my shoes on. For your not fun time funds. Raymond, how dare you encourage me to have fun by veiling it under not having fun funds? Hello.
We follow you in Japan, like we watch your show in Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Hawaii.
Because I'm from Ichikawa, and then you went to my station a while back.
Oh, yeah. I used to live on that side in Shinozaki.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. How long are you here for?
Till Saturday.
Oh, yeah? I leave a day after tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
What a ripoff. Nice to see you. That's cool. She lives in Ichikawa, which is just, it used to be a couple of stops away from where I used to live. That's craziness. This is the great thing about Hawaii. All right, this is what I'm learning. It is an island, and like all islands, people are a lot closer than you think. And there's this really amazing closeness that everybody has with each other. Even if you don't know them, it's like you know them. Just yesterday, Michael, can I tell the story? Maybe Michael should tell it. I don't know. I let you look at the beach as I tell the story. So yesterday, Michael, Brandy, and I were scouting out what I'm filming today. And Kristen, who is also a viewer of Only in Japan, came in to say hi because she knew I was going to be at this location. And Kristen, you can't tell people what it is either. All right? And then Kristen walks up to Michael and goes, "I know you." Like, she knew, because Michael uses his real name, and they had gone together. They'd gone to elementary school together. And it was funny, and Michael's looking at her like, "I know you too." And that just was one of these amazing things that brought a huge smile to me. Brandy was smiling as well. Like, what a coincidence, and how small it is, Hawaii, you know? And our community is small, and tomorrow we're gonna learn a little bit. We're gonna learn about Hawaii through the people that we meet, and I think that's maybe the best way to do it. Again, that's maybe another reason why I'm not going to the resorts. Over there, see, there's Diamond Head in the distance. We're gonna say goodbye to Diamond Head and walk off of the beach a little bit. I guess the tide is in because it looks like the beach is a little bit smaller than usual. I don't know, but I kind of want to go swimming, unfortunately. That's not gonna happen. Farmer's tan. All right, I will tell you this. On Wednesday morning, I'm going to be out on the beach. Wednesday morning, maybe. Maybe. All right, let's get off of the beach here. Wow. The sound of crashing waves. It's so nice. The beaches were crowded when I got here an hour ago, walking around. I had trouble with the Wi-Fi router and got it working. It took a little while. Jimmy writes in here, could you see yourself living here? Answer, hell yeah. Who couldn't? But the thing is, living in paradise, sometimes, I don't know, you might take it for granted and it changes. Because, you know, I live in Japan. I live in Tokyo. I've lived in Japan for 25 years this year. And I remember my first year like it was yesterday. And Japan was so vibrant, exciting. It was like, wow. All right? I didn't really like Japan, to be honest with you, when I first got there. But it's now a place, I was just being honest. It grew on me. But back then, nobody was coming to visit me. I had friends that would say, Japan, why would I go there? And now everybody wants to come to visit, finally. It just took 20 some years. So after the first couple of years, that honeymoon period wears off, and it's just life. I'm so used to the way that life is in Japan. It's sort of melted into not as special as it is for you when you come to visit, but I think through, and it is special, but it's just not the same as what you see, because I live there. People ask me about hotels and things. I live here. I don't stay at hotels in Tokyo. But I think through what you see and interacting with people that are visiting, you really can get that connection, and it brings me back to the first times when I moved into Japan. So I think could I see myself living here? Heck yeah, I think it'd be fun for a year or two, but it's also really expensive. I think it was like $25 for a cheeseburger or something yesterday. I was looking at the prices. I'm not very hungry anymore. My stomach has shrunk a little bit, but when I do eat, I kind of, yeah, $25 for a burger. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. It'd have to be one heck of a burger. Here's the Duke Pata statue. Pawa, sorry. That's a big O. I love history, learning about it, because when you learn the history, it changes the way you see a place. And he's got some lei in his hands. That's awesome. Duke. It's Waikiki Beach, everyone. This is where Greg Brady wiped out because he had the taboo on. Just don't pick up any idols that you find at burial sites. You got it? It's a piece of advice that I've learned from watching TV. I'm lucky that I had Michael and Brandy visiting and Kristen yesterday, because when I got up of the plane and out into the city, I had a 3 or 4 lei around my neck. It was pretty awesome. Just for everybody who's looking, this is exactly where I am here, so you get an idea. There's Hawaii. You can see Waikiki Beach. I'm spinning down into it right now. Right there. That's where I started the live stream. They have hot fireworks there every Friday night, apparently. The beach is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the best beaches in the world. It's just, there's a reason for it. The view of Diamond Head in the distance, it really is a magical place. Awesome Adam from 2099, thank you. Michael, I did sleep well. I slept about 7 hours. I woke up at 5. I went to bed at 10 because I was so tired I couldn't sleep. Here's the zoo, and this is the end of the beach, and then if you come back in, you give you a little bit of a look. Yeah, there you go, there's Waikiki. Beautiful. Beautiful. And notice that ABC Stores is like the definitive convenience store, which has everything that a tourist needs. From Hawaiian shirts to gifts, to sandwiches, to water, to skin cream and postcards. You can take a quick look-see here. Yeah, there you go. All the goodies, sunglasses, drinks, and all the prices too are, that's not too bad. I thought it was gonna be worse, but box of macadamia nuts. This is the the Hyatt Regency, Waikiki Beach. You can see there's a lot of fancy cars. I'm gonna walk out to you and show you where I'm staying. Is that wise? Yeah, I don't see a big deal with that. My door locks pretty tight. I like the rainbow license plates that they got here. From Waikiki Beach to Main Street. There's another ABC store. These stores are everywhere. See a lot of surf shops and surf cafes. It's pretty chill. It's in between a lot of the tall high-rise hotels and buildings. There are a lot of local places, and it's kind of neat. I think it's very easy to stay at here are these share public bikes that you can grab and ride around the beach area. Just be really careful because the traffic is different, especially for me coming from Japan, driving on the other side of the road. Even though I'm American and I drive quite a bit here, it's still kind of different. So you have to change your brain, and sometimes it takes a day or two. It is beautiful walking the streets here. It's chill. This is like downtown Honolulu. It's pretty chill. All right, so I'm almost back at the hotel, believe it or not. We're gonna take a left at this next street. I'll do a quick circle around. Day 2. See, the pigeons are different as well. I think a lot of you have noticed that as well. Different pigeons. See, I notice things that maybe others don't notice. Hey, see, you're different. Look at you. You have like this punk hairstyle too. It's all sticking up. We call that spiked hair. You get spiked feathers. It's different. All right, so that's where I'm staying. The Vive Hotel Waikiki, and it's pretty good. You know, Michael helped me with my bags to get into the hotel, and they gave him a welcome drink too. Michael wasn't even staying there and he got a pineapple welcome drink. That was pretty cool. I think that was real nice. Free continental breakfast, but I didn't eat anything because I'm gonna be shooting food very shortly. I think that's a condominium, right? Because that's too nice to be a hotel. It's glass wall to wall. Look at that, wall to ceiling. Sorry, floor to ceiling glass. I'd love to live there. Estimated price $1 million, probably. But this is what it's like to walk down the main street here in Waikiki. There's a lot of traffic going up and down, but it's chill. I think I love the nature, the trees on the left and right of them. You got palm trees, really warm sun. I think it's deceptively warm and strong. You certainly need to wear skin cream, SPF, whatever high number you can find. I can usually tolerate the sun, but you can overestimate your skin's power here. I'm not. That's an uncomfortable joke because you will be uncomfortable if you burn. Another reason why my t-shirt's still on. I don't want to be burned as I'm working. And this is a job. This is a job. Jason writes in here they grow chocolate, coffee, vanilla in Hawaii. Maybe an episode on that. Only in Japan. Vanilla, chocolate, maybe. I think I have to find a connection. I also want to check out the. There's a Japan Society museum. The Japanese came over as immigrants to work in the fields here. I guess it was the 1890s, and we've had Japanese American governors in the state of Hawaii. So there is a really strong connection with Japan, with the immigrant workers here. The same as there is with, I think we can make this light. The same as there is with Brazil, for example. There's the largest Japanese population outside of Japan is in Brazil, believe it or not. Lori wants to hear I want your job. It's kind of hard, all right? I don't think you guys realize how hard this job can be. It can be really hard. There's a lot of risk. You don't make as much money as you think, especially in the beginning. But you got to go all in. You really want it? You think it's not that easy? It's like gambling. You don't know if what you create's gonna do anything. Case in point, an episode that a lot of you did not see, or did you? Look at this one here. This episode here. I made this episode. It cost me a couple $100 for the car and the tolls to go up there. Spent an entire day and a half and then a week editing it. What's a week of your time worth? The video made, I think, $45. So, you do it because you love it. You don't do it because you don't know what's gonna happen. Now, of course, if you get like a bazillion subscribers, you'll get a following and whatnot. Perhaps you'll get, money from constant uploads and that. But I'm a slow cooker. I take my time. I gotta get the sand out of my shoes. Oh my gosh. It's caked on there. Hey, Gil's here. Oh, Gil, I gotta talk to you about the food. In fact, I should have talked to you about this topic. I should probably contact you before I do the interview today. Oh my gosh. Gil is not only being an incredible writer, he's a expert in Japanese American food. Whoa. Gil writes in here, I have cousins in Hawaii and we'll be there in November for a reunion. Have fun. I just missed you when you were in Japan, which is a big shame. Oh my gosh. Luckily, these sandals are supposed to get wet. In fact, if they didn't go in the water, that would be a huge disservice. huge disservice if the sandals didn't get wet. All right, Gail. I'm gonna send you an email in like 15 minutes because I want to get your perspective on what I'm doing here. Gail, I think you said you're third generation. I can't remember. Fourth generation. I'm first generation. I don't know. I just moved there. All right, this place is really, really cool. I walked here and looked at Brandy before I went to bed for about 10 minutes. I went to the supermarket just to check it out. There's nothing in there. Everything was sold out. It's really popular. Mitsuwa supermarkets here. And this is the International Marketplace, and there are a ton of things. This is where I found like the $25 burger, and there's a $26 like barbecue plate and things like this, and I didn't end up getting much of anything. But I just wanted to give you a vibe here. It feels like you're somewhere else. If you compare it to Japan. There's Kokusai Dori, the Kokusai Avenue in Okinawa. Again, there's sort of a feeling, but there's way, way, way more money here than there is in Okinawa, and you can tell. Over that truck is a udon place. Is that Marugoto? I can't. I forget which udon place. Maybe it's one of the chains. But there's always a line. There was a line last night and there's a line again in the morning. Although udon is a breakfast food in Shikoku. What is crazy to me is just a strong connection between Japan. Hawaii is in an interesting situation. Marukame, I think it is. Marugame. We say Marugame because that's the name of the town in Shikoku, but I think they wrote it as Marukame, which is not wrong. Probably me wrong. Yeah, Marugame, but they wrote it as Marukame there. So Hawaii is in an interesting position, and this is why I think that it's so much more connected to what I do than I realized for many years. Hawaii sits right between Japan and America, the U.S. I think it might be a little bit closer to the U.S., but its position gives it a really unique. And the immigrant population here gives it a really unique twist on everything. I went to Don Quixote yesterday with Brandy and Michael, and it was a wicked cool experience because they had this fusion of American stuff and Japanese stuff. It wasn't donkey, and yet it was so donkey. And as somebody who's in Japan, lives there, it was bizarre because it's Don Quixote, but it's not Don Quixote. It's different. They have American stuff and they have Japanese stuff. It looks like Don Quixote in some places, and then it looks like an American supermarket like ShopRite or Publix or something. It's confusingly cool, literally weird. They had takoyaki that looked really not good, being made by someone who looked like they didn't like their job, but it's still takoyaki. Michael would have eaten it, maybe. But it's like these little teeny things, the details that make Hawaii and Japan so coolly connected. And it's the big things too. I'm still trying to define it. The other reason that I really wanted to come to Hawaii, I have done a lot of episodes and stories about World War II, and I look to do more of that for Only in Japan, the main channel. And I think it would be doing a disservice not to see the Pacific side of the American side in the Pacific. And I'm pretty sure I will have a chance to get to go to Pearl Harbor and take a look at the museum there and see the Arizona and get a feeling of what had happened here. Because I lived in Hiroshima, I've been to Nagasaki a few times, I live in Tokyo where you can still see the scars of World War II even there. So I think it's important to come here and see what happened on this side too. And I'm really, I know it's going to be a sad thing, but I know it's also going to be an important thing for me to see that, because as somebody who does this for a living, I think it's very important to understand both feelings. And as an American, Hawaii seems like the farthest place away from from Ohio and New Jersey and New York and the East Coast, right? So I want you to know when I do make an episode about World War II in Japan that I have been here and I understand as much as I can both sides of this, and I'm not one or another. I just know that the city of Tokyo experienced a lot and they've had their pains, but I want to understand the pains that happened here as well. And that's, I think, what any good journalist would do. So it's important. It's important to be here for that reason. So Hawaii's history is connected with the Pacific War. Absolutely. Wow, it's a beautiful area. I'm glad next time I won't be staying in Waikiki, I don't think, but it's nice the first time to stay here and just get the feel for the vibe, kind of understand what it's all about. And I'll only be on this island, but next time I'll have more time to explore different places. There's a plantation village. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get there as well to take a look at the Japanese immigrant history here as well. I think that's also important because my channel is only in Japan. And I'm not Japanese, but I like to see how the culture, I think a lot of people are the same that do what I do. You have to love culture, you have to love people for what I do, and to understand about the Japanese community in other countries is fascinating as well, because the culture also becomes not just Japanese culture, but takes on parts of the culture in which people live in, which makes the United States different from England and Germany and the Quakers and the English and the Protestants. It's all different, but it's the same in a way. So it's about finding and discovering those differences, and that's what makes traveling so much fun, right? Japan is very unique in the fact that it's mostly Japanese, and you walk around and you're like, there's a lot of Japanese people here because it's Japan. But you walk around America and the diversity is so plain, and I love it. I love to come back to the US, and this is the US, and you can see all these different faces, and for me even the body sizes are different, because in Japan people have somewhat similar body sizes. Here it's amazingly cool to see differences. It's refreshing, it's creative, you know, it helps with the mind and the feelings. I love that about coming back home. Aloha, John, how's it going so far? I hope you're well for. I missed that there. The 442nd Japanese American Army, yes. Thanks for writing in. Doing good, Jared. Hope I can catch up with you as well while I'm here. I know it's hit or miss. I gotta go back and pack and get ready. I gotta be on the location sooner than later. But if you are going to Waikiki Beach, all you gotta do is hang a right and go straight until you see it and feel it, because you will feel it. That sun is hot. Any questions? I'm gonna be doing a Patreon Q&A tonight. So if you're on Patreon, yeah, I'll put a link in there. You guys can ask me some questions, and I'll do it live. So it'll be U.S. time evening, and it'll be nice to chat with you, especially if you're living here in Hawaii, and get your perspective on a lot of things. The food is good, but it's a lot. I think Brandy and Michael were trying to kill me with food yesterday. It's a lot of food. In a good way. And at the end of it, they're like, okay, let's go to eat at a family restaurant where it's a lot of like food that we could share. And I'm like, I have minus space. I want to pay it forward. I want to give back my food that I have stored in my stomach. I was like, no. All right, I'm gonna go right to bed. I passed out. I didn't sleep the night before because I had a coffee and I couldn't sleep. And then when I got on the plane, I thought I would sleep because I was so tired, but I was so tired I couldn't sleep at all. So I might have shut up my eyes for a couple of hours, but it wasn't sleep. So when I got here with the jet lag, it was a really hard day yesterday. It's 19 hours different, but it's only 5 hours really a difference between Japan and Hawaii. So it's interesting to go to Japan and then come to Hawaii because the jet lag is not so bad. Comparatively, if you're coming from New York, which is 13 hours. Nobody keeps the past in the past. Otherwise, you wouldn't have people upset about Americans living in different countries and vice versa. Yeah, there's a lot of... Somebody wrote in here, Hawaii's paradise except for all the Americans. Look, we are what we are. It is what it is. You're not going to change it. You could be a negative attitude or you could be a net positive, and always take the positive, because then people want to talk to you. Because if you're a net negative, I don't want to talk. I don't want to meet you. It's not very fun. I'm American. Go get some maguro spot. You're close by. Yeah, there's also a musubi cafe. There's a bunch of really interesting places that I have to eat. Again, I'm here on work, so like there's a lot of things I want to do. Kanai and Leo are not here with me, but this is full on work. Last night, I also was working on a script, and this morning I was working on today's shoot, and then tonight I'll be editing. You know, so it's not really a party. I might have a glass of wine or something, but yeah, eating that's kind of like traveling. Let's see here. The closest thing is attending a Hawaiian luau. I heard that was really touristy though. We'll see because tonight I will have some dinner. I think we're gonna go out to, I forget what the place was called, but it's kind of a family restaurant, more out there a little bit. And I want to see the North Shore because I got to get shots of the Hawaiian countryside, because I think that would be weird to just show Honolulu. I think I want to show more of the Hawaiian countryside a little bit for B-roll and stuff. Get a feeling of what Hawaii is. There's a Go for Broke 442nd Infantry Battalion Museum close distance away from Waikiki. I'm going to check out as many of the Japanese American places as I can. Again, that's not the purpose of why I'm here, but for scouting out other ideas to come back to Hawaii, I think it's really important, and I will get as many places to scout, because I will be back here. I could feel the connection's too strong to pass it up for the stories that you could tell. California as well has some really good stories. California. I always hear the governor, California, when the way he says it. We're planning to take you to the Highway Inn for dinner. Oh, thank you, Michael. Yeah, the Highway Inn. There you go. So you can try to get... Should we not have said that, Michael? Now I think people might come. Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's all good. So from this hotel, you can't really see the beach, but if you strain your neck, you can. It's just over there. That's where the Duke statue is. So if you want to, you can go back and rewind to the beginning of this live stream, and you can go as I walk through the beach like Richard Nixon did in a suit. That was one of his defining moments, when the presidential nominee walked the beach in a suit. It's like he absolutely did not understand the concept of being one of the people. Not that that's a fault of Nixon's or made him a bad president. I'm just saying, you have to be able to relate with people. And I did not relate with people because I had a t-shirt on, but I was working and they were not. So that's the difference. Yeah, I'm gonna eat a lot. I'm already broke my diet, but I gotta get back on it as soon as I get back into Japan. Oh, hey, I just got somebody waving and giving me the aloha sign. Really? I guess they were watching. Hey, I saw that. Cool. All right, everybody. Thanks for all the love from Hawaii, all of the messages I got. I'm sorry I can't see all of you for lunch and dinner. I'm trying my best. We will do a meetup on Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to seeing you then. And until then, stay cool, and I'll see you in another live stream maybe today, as I discover stuff, the idea is to bring you with me, and I'm doing right now. All right, everybody, see you later.